Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Sunday night and usually that means it's trad beer night, but given that it's fallen Acorn February and I've got one craft beer left, we are renaming it Stout Sunday. The beer in question is this one. It is Niflheim, and I assume that's how it's pronounced. It's probably not, but anyway, that's how I'm saying it. It is a 10% ABV Biscoff Imperial Stout. And I love Biscoff biscuits. They're like the crack cocaine of the biscuit world. They're super addictive. Some people say it's Oreos. I say that it's Biscoff. And yeah, you've got killer artwork on the can. You've got that Viking-inspired longboat. You've got the skull, you know, and you've got the lightning and the clouds and the general feeling of impending doom. There's not a lot of information on the can. It does say it's brewed in collaboration with Driftwood Spars, and it's brewed at Driftwood Spars. And yeah, you've got the usual ingredients, or the allergens, should I say. You've got barley, wheat, oats, soy, lactose, which is milk sugar, obviously. It's 440ml can. It's 4.4 units in the can, and it does say, the legend has it, a Viking would either die valiantly in battle and be taken to glorious Valhalla, or pass away naturally and suffer Niflheim, the realm ruled by hell. This two-part collaboration between Driftwood Spars and Fallen Acorn explores each realm through the medium of beer. So, it could be a kind of glorious heaven versus hell type scenario, or is Niflheim kind of the doldrums and limbo? Who knows? With the flavour profile and the percentage, I don't think it's going to be boredom and dullness. I think it's going to be pretty exceptional. So, let's get it out into a glass and see what we think. We are pouring into my Titanic goblet today. And the pour is hopefully dark. It is. It's dark. Not jet black. More like a nice, rich, roasty brown. A few more bubbles than I'd like on the glass, but not too many, thankfully. But yeah, so we have, I suppose that's almost jet black. Not far off it, but where the light's coming through at the bottom of the glass, there is a nice sort of mahogany colour, and you've obviously got a tan coloured head there that's relatively tight and compact. So again, once more, that's your beer in a glass. You can't see my face through it, so that's always a good thing for you guys. Let's have a whiff. Lovely. It is lovely. So, with it being a Biscoff stout, I was hoping for the Biscoff aroma. I'm getting a beautiful Imperial Stout aroma, don't get me wrong. I'm not getting a huge amount of Biscoff. Maybe it's all in the tasting. What I am getting is roasted malts. I'm getting coffee. I'm getting berry notes. I'm getting the dark chocolate and the Biscoff. When I inhale deep and it gets you right at the back of the nose, it's subtle, but it's there. Yeah, otherwise it smells like a really tasty Imperial Stout. So, it looks good. It smells alright. Let's have a taste. Cheers. It is a tasty Imperial Stout. I'm not getting the Biscoff. I'm trying to figure out what I am getting. First of all, the body, it's medium heavy, verging closer to the heavy, super silky in the mouth, good carbonation. The alcohol is there, but it's slightly not as strong as you'd expect for a 10%er. It's a real smooth drink as well. Slightly sweet with the lactose. And the roasted malts, again, are subtle. They're not as big and in your face as perhaps I thought they would be. There is an inherent overall sweetness to the beer, which I like, don't get me wrong. It's, yeah. It doesn't drink like a 10%er. And that could be dangerous for someone in my position, because you could sit and knock it back. I mean, the body kind of gives it away a bit, but it drinks more like a 6 or 7. I will say that much. It's got subtle berry notes coming through. You've got a little bit of chocolate, and it's a real kind of sweet milk chocolate type flavour coming through. I am a little disappointed that there's no Biscoff coming through, though. I will say that much. I was really hoping for a big Biscoff hit. However, the finish is... it's malty. A bit more of the chocolate. Hints of coffee, but they are really subtle. And again, berry. It's a decent tasting stout, but there's no Biscoff, which is a shame. Anywho, let's go to the scoreboard of joy, shall we? And give you the glorious reminder that Niflheim from Fallen Acorn and apologies, Driftwood Spars has got 212 check-ins and an average of 4.1, which is pretty damn good by Untapped standards, and then some. The average score, that is. My score, I'll put the name on the board, Niflheim, currently empty. Usual 5 pillars of judgment plus the 3 extras. We're going to start on the looks. So, it looks good. It's the right colour. It's dark. It has got a little bit of light able to come through with that chestnutty mahogany colour. And you had a nice tan head. I like the colour of the head. It's not stuck around as much as perhaps I would hope. But on the whole, it's a good looking beer. I can't fault it. I like the look. It's going to get a full point. The aroma, and this is where we start finding problems. It's meant to be an Imperial Biscoff Stout. And when you hear the word Biscoff, you expect that spiced biscuit, that cinnamony vibe and that biscuity vibe that it's got going on in the name. I'm not getting any of that. Well, I got the tiniest amount right at the back of the nostril, but I was squinting so hard with my nose, if that's a thing. And I just wasn't getting it. What I do get, the chocolate, the malts, they're nice, but it's lacking the Biscoff. That's a shame. I was really hoping for that. That's why I picked it up. I'm going to give it the 0.5 because it's good. It's just missing the key ingredient for me. The body, I can't fault. It's got a good body. It's medium heavy, verging slightly towards the heavy. You've got a super soft, silky, smooth drinking experience with good carbonation. Can't fault it at all. It gets a full point. The taste, again, is where we find a little problem. You say Biscoff, I expect Biscoff. There's no Biscoff. I've got malts. They're not as roasted as perhaps I would like on an Imperial Stout, but it's nice enough. You've got a sweet milky chocolate, and that's clearly coming from the malts and the inclusion of the lactose, which gives it that kind of nice, sweet vibe. And as I said, on the nose, you get a little bit of berry, and a little bit of that comes through on the flavour profile. There is something on the back end. I can't quite say what it is as well, but it's not Biscoff. So I'm going to give it the same as the aroma. It's good, but it's lacking the Biscoff. And the finish on an Impy Stout, I want burn to some degree. I want big roasted malts. And with a Biscoff Stout, I would like the remains of the Biscoff flavour to come through. You know, just hints and reminders that that's what you've just had. I'm getting sweet chocolate and a little bit of malt. No bitterness. It's a really sweet stout. And I'm just missing some of the things I really enjoy about a big, strong Imperial Stout. It's decent, though. And I'm going to give it 0.75 because I like it for what it is. It's just not as heavy and punchy as I would like. So we come to the extra points, the value for money. This one was a little bit on the dearer side, if I remember rightly. It doesn't deliver for me on the key brief of the Biscoff, so I can't give it a value for money. Buy again, If this was just labelled up as an Imperial Chocolate Stout, for example, I'd have no qualms about ticking that box. The value for money, or indeed to buy again. I have a problem with the fact that it's labelled as a Biscoff Stout, and I've got no Biscoff, and that is a shame. So, on the face of it, no, I wouldn't buy it again. But if it was labelled up as just an Imperial Chocolate Stout, yes, I would. Go figure. And maybe if it was an Imperial Milk Chocolate Stout, you know, it would have got higher score because it fits the brief. And because it doesn't get the full 5 out of 5, it can't have the bonus points. So we have 3.75 out of 5 for the Niflheim Imperial Biscoff Stout from Driftwood Spars and Fallen Acorn. So there we go. It's Stout Sunday. It's definitely lovely artwork. It's just the name of the beer I have a little bit of a problem with. But there we go. The rest of the Fallen Acorn line that I've tried has been absolutely stunning. And it's a shame that this one hasn't lived up to the quality and the flavours that the other beers have given me so far. But there we go. Then again, look at it as a chocolate stout and you won't be disappointed. That's my key takeaway from this beer. So we're going to leave it there, and I'm going to say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination as you wish. And before I go, Jack Catterall was robbed last night. He should be the undisputed super lightweight champion of the world. And I'll leave it there. See you soon for another one.